Well,
wait till Baka tell me, because Baka, it come to Baka email, she got her shit set up with
okay,
my money.
Y'all gonna be
get my money.
Real quick. Y'all gonna be on live in 3, 2, 1. Okay, keep talking.
Yeah. She say that my money, you get an email when my money hit. I'm like, well, how the hell you set that up? I didn't approve that.
She get an email when your money hit?
Yeah, she the one told me that before I even got my email, that, oh, you got a raise on your SFI check.
Oh, wow.
How you know? Then she woke me up and told me, oh, you got a stimulus check. I'm like, man, how you know? I do. When I was in the hospital that last time, boy, she set some shit up.
Well, you know, the thing is, she got your back, though. Let her set it up. Let her set it up.
Yeah, that's why I said it. I mean,
yeah,
that's why I'll be tripping like they like, damn, man, you changed. I'm like, nah.
Nah, she got your back. Dude,
like, she do everything she's supposed to do. She
that's right.
Crazy.
That's right.
She don't take no money.
Yeah, and she's there, and she's there at the end of the day. Okay, so yeah, but no, the points I was talking about. Okay, in anything else? What I did, y'all. So y'all were asking what the live was gonna be. So I'm gonna give my thoughts on what's going on and all that stuff. But if anybody calls me, I'm just gonna answer the phone on live.
I see. I'm
here. So y'all on live, and so I just want to make sure y'all clear. Y'all got it.
We on your live.
You on my live.
Everybody knows that you got to raise.
Oh damn! They can't get no money. You got your own money.
So if you want some of my brother's money, this is the time to ask for it, because he just got raised.
No, I'm telling you now, bro. Well, you ain't mad. Hell no. You got your own money. You probably get more money than I do.
Oh, Lord. But yeah, no, so the stimulus conversation, the 2000s, I believe that's still in conversation. It ain't coming out yet. But yeah, the stimulus people, I did talk to somebody this morning who hadn't, they're self-employed. They have not, and they owe the IRS, which you still will continue to get your stimulus if you owe the IRS. But they hadn't got their money and they were looking for it. And they did, you finna go? Oh. You can't.
I've been talking to my sister about the stimulus check.
On live. Who is that, Baka?
Yep.
Okay, so the thing is, if you have not got your stimulus check and you're getting a check mailed to you because you don't normally get refunds, some of those went out May 1st, which was Friday. So be checking. Sometimes when they say whatever date it shows that it mailed is usually about the date you receive it. So, I would think, Monday, Tuesday, right in there, you should be receiving it. But be checking. You make sure you're checking your mail for your stimulus payment. And there is a number that is open, a live answer number. I heard it takes 2 to 3 hours for someone to pick up. With regard to the stimulus. Yeah. And so you'd have to wait. But the problem with that, and this is why I would say don't do it. The majority of the IRS live lines are closed. So if you are going on there trying to call to ask about the stimulus, they can tell you whether it was mailed or not, because if you can't get through the online thing because you don't have your AGI, then you can call. It will tell you whether it's mailed or not, but they cannot change anything. So if it's not mailed, it ain't going to be mailed, or whatever. But if you're worried about whether it was mailed to a wrong address or something like that, they can tell you to confirm that. But I believe you still are going to have to wait until you get your AGI from a prior year or whatever, so that you can go online and update any information, or you'd have to wait till the IRS opens.
Can you speak English to me? What's
adjusted gross income. That don't matter. You already got your stimulus, so it shouldn't even. Okay. Yeah, so you good. That part.
Direct deposit. So
that's. Okay.
I just be checking my direct deposit every morning, like I always do.
Yep.
It's on my phone.
Yep. See, so you good with that. Okay. Yeah. So now the other thing that I was going to get on today was I was just going to go through my Facebook, my little 5,000 friends, and and just see what.
5,000 friends. Do you know all the people?
I don't. I don't know all of them.
You get 5,000 people on your page.
Well, so like I do videos, so then people will send friend requests, and I would before I would not accept them. I would just accept you if I knew you or I knew of somebody that you knew, but then I started accepting. And so the purpose of that is just allowing myself to see the world of other people, and especially now, this is real neat because I see everything. I have friends in every single state. So I see different things that people are posting, different things that people are going through. And it's amazing that we are all in different states and different places, but we're all experiencing the same thing. With the quarantine and the same feelings, the same reactions. And so it just shows how connected we all are. But one thing that's a conversation that I didn't even realize was going on is this about the nail shop thing. And I posted a little bit ago about, the nail shop or whatever. And I think, at this point, I'm good with my nails. I don't even think I'm going back to getting nails done. But I was looking at a video on YouTube, and the person that was sharing, and I don't remember the name, otherwise I would share it so you could go find it. I'll put a link down in the comments of this. But anyway, she was talking about how in all of history, we have, with hair and with nails, which my hair comes from the bougie salon. Look on my page, you'll see that as my friend. She gets her hair from India. Okay, she gets her hair from India, not from China. So anyway, so let me just put that on there. Her name is Ty, the bougie salon in Arlington, Texas. But anyway, it talks about buying the hair and whatever from the different Chinese and Korean shops, and how in reality they never support us. They never support us. And I had, if that had never come, I've been going to those little nail shops forever, and I have never even thought about that because I typically don't apply any blanket thing to a whole group of people. That's the definition of racism or prejudice or whatever, and I try not to be that way. But when she said that, the reality of me being in business for over 24 years, and not just one, multiple, I've had multiple businesses that I've started and closed in that time. Not one, not even from the CPA firm to anything else, has ever been patronized by a Asian person, ever. Asian, like Chinese, Korean, none of that.
Yeah.
None of that. Now, I've had Iranian, I've had Indian, I've had people from Iraq, they say Iraq, Europe, French, African, I have South African, I've had Nigerian, Kenyan, all the blacks, they definitely come. Hispanics, Latinos, South America, Venezuela, Dominican Republic. I mean, there is not a country that has not been represented in my client list, except never China. No one, no person of Chinese descent that, unless I don't know of any, period. Now, maybe, we all got some of everything back up in there, but I'm talking about like out front where it's visible, no, none. I can't even think of none. Now, I've had employees, because I had an employee who was here and from China, and she, and her husband may have done some other little stuff for me, work where I'm paying them. Never a situation where they're paying me. And I just, I had never thought about it until that was brought to my attention with regard to the nail shops and that kind of stuff. And that's not by accident. Now, am I saying it's wrong or right? I'm not right now. I'm going to withhold my opinion on wrong or right, but I am going to say, think about it. If you're a business owner, think about it. Look at it. And if that's not true for you, then that's not true for you. Please share that. That would be great to know. but it's definitely true for me. Like, I'm wondering, like, do they, I don't know, do they, like, Thibodeau's, do they go there and order food, on DoorDash, things like that. I'd be interested. It's just an interesting thought. So anyway, not that, like I said, not that it's a problem, but it's just something to notice. And so when you talk to people who are encouraging you to support their stuff, or when we are super loyal to a certain group, like we are to the Asian nail shops, that's an important thing to look at, because where's that money going? It's staying right there with them. It's staying right there with them. And I will tell you, I've been on a house search, and as I go on the house searches, who am I seeing buying houses at the same level I'm buying? Them. So their money's staying right there with them. It's staying right there with them. So I will say that. But it just it's interesting, and it's something that there's something to learn from everybody, and hopefully you can read between the lines. There's a lesson that we need to learn as a people. And I think that I'm going to post that video. Go look at the video. I also comment. It was like 688 comments on this dang video. I mean, it's serious, but I did comment today on that video as well with my thought to why, in response to the video, why I think that happens the way that it happens a lot of times. And then, okay, so then that's it. Enough with that. Now to these people who are, what did Kim and Anthony, what do y'all think about these people who are going out knowing COVID-19 is a murderer out here on the loose? Yeah.
They're real afraid.
Oh my God.
They going out don't mean you gotta go out.
Exactly.
You're a fool for doing that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff.
Yeah. Well, I can't. Yeah, you're on the phone. I can't. I don't get the beep, so that's all right. I think Granny said shit is not a bad word. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I think that people go out, but here is the thing, and that comes up with another thing: life insurance. Like all these people that either they've lost jobs, whatever, and their life insurance is tied into their jobs and whatever. And a lot of these people are taking unemployment now. There's no life insurance tied into unemployment. So while you're out there shopping and exposing yourself, make sure you get some life insurance and have it, because what's going to happen? There's two things that's going to happen after this thing is done and we're open back up. One is people are going to be coming up having baby showers and all that, because we're going to have little coronas and little quarantines running around. And then the second thing that's going to happen is going to be the GoFundMes for the funerals. That's going to be the next thing. That's going to be the next thing, or some kind of COVID relief fund for family members without life insurance. So that's, I know that's a very serious and topic to bring up, but I have to say it because it's the real deal. It's the real deal. So go ahead.
Personally, like, I don't care what the governor say. If the doctors are not saying it's okay to go back out there because they're seeing new cases on a regular basis, don't go.
Right.
Being that I work for UT, like we get a meeting every morning and they got to update how many new patients came to Simmons Hospital and how many in the ICU.
Okay.
We see an update of growing patients daily.
Okay.
Yeah, so you work at the hospital?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't know you work at the hospital.
Yeah.
Where, Anthony, where did you think your sister worked all this time?
Yes, I know.
By the way, I'm a CPA. I'm just like, where you been? I'm joking. Yeah, yeah.
You know my memory.
Yeah, mine too, bro. Mine too. I had to ask Kim this morning about a conversation.
They so confused on stuff. I'm like, man, you got all them women. Your mom, and you listen to his mom. His mom told him 5 was unemployed.
Why?
That's what I told him. I said, boy, you better 5 years.
And quit saying that. Quit saying names. Quit saying names.
I'm saying,
yeah. Oh Lord, quit saying that. But
well, listen, everybody online. You don't know I'm crazy.
They don't know. Well, and they don't know anyway. But okay, but what?
You unemployed? You said?
Yeah, because you ain't working 32 hours.
Yeah, they reduce. So yeah, you can. Yeah, if you've been furloughed and your hours have been reduced, you can apply for unemployment, and you should apply. They will not give you more than what you're eligible for. So if you're used to working 40 hours and then your time gets reduced and you're no longer full time, you're reduced to part time or whatever, that affects your ability to pay your bills. So that is going to qualify you for pandemic unemployment. So you apply. Speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up on unemployment. People are confused on whether or not they qualify or not. Normally, self-employed people do not qualify, but you do qualify now under pandemic. You have to apply just like you would normally apply. Answer the questions correctly as you normally would. They will deny you on the internet. Either way.
Oh, okay.
And they will deny you first if you don't normally qualify through TWC rules. But right after that, that denial is a step that is required for them to kick in the pandemic. So you'll get a denial letter first, and right behind that, you don't need to do anything else. You'll get an acceptance letter for the pandemic unemployment, and it will explain to you how much you're able to get. So so that is worth, that's worth applying. And here is the thing that I'm telling everybody, whether small business, individuals, self-employed, whatever. If you think you might qualify for it, apply for it. If you don't qualify, they will tell you no. Quit asking people for their advice on what you should do with your money. And this is, that's another topic. This period right here is gonna make or break those who cannot think for themselves. It's gonna break them, because if you've got to go back to somebody who's been operating from the way things used to be, and that's all they know, because they're not operating in this new environment, they're not working in this new environment, they're not operating here. They're going to tell you the wrong thing every time because they cannot relate. I was talking to somebody recently who was talking about kids, and how, I have a son whose dream is to do sports. I have a nephew whose dream is to do sports, and they're chasing their dreams and they're doing what they want to do. Now, if that leads them down the college road, then that's wonderful. They're going to take those credits and they're going to do whatever, but they're clear on their dream. Well, and someone was saying, well, no, they need to just get that piece of paper. Okay, nothing's wrong with the piece of paper. I got the piece of paper. The piece of paper gives you an easy way to get a job. It will get you a job. But if you don't want a job, if you want a business, if you want to create your own, if you want to set your own path, something outside the norm, that piece of paper is not going to help you there. Nobody's going to ask for that piece of paper. Okay, so yes, the piece of paper is a nice fallback if that is your goal. If your goal is to have your own business, I want to be this. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, that piece of paper will show you how to do business. That piece of paper will show you how to get to where you're going. So I'm not discounting college at all. But what I am saying is it is not a requirement when you're creating your own. What were you going to say, Kim? Oh, I thought you said something. Okay, so yeah, it's one of those things that it does help. It gives you a little bit of security that no matter what, if you fail, you can always go get a job. But this is a new world. This is a new way. You have the opportunity to choose the direction that you're going to go from here on out. And if you don't have the ability to choose, if you need someone to tell you where to go, this is fixing to be a very, very hard road for you, because businesses are moving to more virtual, to more work from home, to more, you're not sitting here up under somebody looking over your shoulder telling you what to do. Well, what happens to people who need that? If I don't do what I'm supposed to do unless somebody tells me to do it, unless somebody's watching me to make sure I do it, they're going to lose their jobs, because ain't nobody got time to do that. The new era that we are moving into is going to be based on production. What do? You either get it done or you don't. If it takes you 20 hours and takes the next person 2 hours, as long as it's done by the deadline, they're not going to care. But guess what? If it takes you 20 hours, you're going to be out of a job in a minute, because somebody's working circles and circles and circles around you. So take this time to learn what you need to learn to do what it is you want to do. Go back, revisit your dreams, figure out what you can do to create an income from those dreams. This is a time to use the brain. I've been posting my days. Today is day 16 for me of the Breakthrough Challenge. The Breakthrough Challenge is if you think of it this way, if you think of Clark Kent going into a phone booth, coming out Superman, the phone booth is the Breakthrough Challenge. And it will break through those things that hold you back in your life. The challenge is actually free. But you have to pay to get it. It's $95 to get it. If you complete it, you get the $95 back. And that way it's free. Will most people complete it? Not if you're somebody who requires somebody to think for you. Not if you're somebody who requires somebody to look over your back and see if you're actually doing it. Not if you're somebody who is afraid to kind of go into their own mind and determine what is it that I really want in life? Who is it that I want to be in life? And how can I get there? And I would say so far, I'm on day 16. If I've spent more than 15 to 30 minutes on this challenge every day, it's because I chose to, because I want to go as deep as I can. Nothing required more than 15 minutes. I can tell you that. Definitely nothing required more than 30 minutes. But it's because I am in a different level. And with each new level, it's a different, it's like peeling back the onion. So I'm at, I've done a lot of this kind of work. So this is a really high level. And there's a group, a Facebook group that you become a part of once you get in this challenge. And these are people from all over the world. And they're all going through this at the same time. So people are sharing. There are people who are ahead on day 17 and day 20. And, I'm on day, at the time I first started noticing 17th, I think I was on like day 14. And so, but they don't really give it, they can't mess it up because it's different for everybody. So it's a real interesting thing. I'll post the link to that again too. If you're somebody who's trying to figure out, because you got two ways to go. This COVID-19 is going to choose your path for you. And that may be in the unemployment line now. And it's great right now because unemployment, if you get unemployment plus the pandemic unemployment, I believe you can end up somewhere around $1,100 a month max. $1,100 a week max. So that's $4,400 a month is how you can end up on the unemployment. So for some people, that might be more than they were making working. So they're happy with that. But if you jump on that bandwagon, it's nothing wrong. Get what you need to do what you need to do to pay your bills, but be learning and planning, because that's going to cut off. That's going to cut off. So July 15th or whatever day they finally cut it all off, it's going to cut off. The $1,200 stimulus is $2,400 for some people, $1,800 for some people, and all in between. And then the 2,000 stimulus, if that is to come, and whether that's going to be monthly or whatever, all of those things are temporary. But after this is over now, and that's different for you because with your disability or whatever, your stuff is going to be what it is. You don't have to worry. But I'm talking about the ones out here who having to get up and go to work or work at home or make it happen. This is I don't care if the job is guaranteed. You need the production has to go to another level. It has to, in order for you to be able to sustain yourself. Thank you, Chris. I see the post. She said, keep spreading value. Thank you so much. And if you're listening and you want to get in on this conversation, you can call me. I'm going to say my number, 972-765-4424. I hope I don't have to block 5,000 people later, but if you want to get in, I'll pull you in on this conference call and we can continue this conversation. But yeah, so I will share that about the Breakthrough Challenge. I think that it meets you wherever you are. And I don't want to get into I don't know, because I can't give away anything that's part of it, but whatever it's not going to conflict with wherever you are. Okay. So if I'm a believer, then I'm going to see God all over this thing. The person who designed it is a strong believer, but he tries to keep that out because he doesn't want anybody to be excluded. So you bring whatever belief you have in here. and you go into the phone booth and see the best you that you can become. And I think it's available for everybody. So even, I mean, if you decided you wanted to do that, because for all of us, there are things, you still have your dreams, you still have whatever it is you want it to be, or want to be, or want to create, or want to make, or want to contribute. Maybe it's helping other people who are going down the path you are. Maybe it is, just whatever it is. And so I think it helps you uncover that. And you just never know. I think all of our wealth is built in our willingness to share and give, because it's through the giving, actually, that part is the part that the blessings come back from. And I do believe, I mean, to this day, I believe that all my blessings come from my willingness to share and to be transparent and give in that way, and in other ways. When God shows me that, then I listen to it, right? And when he shows me that's not it, then I listen to that, because all of it is for good for people. So anyway, that's that piece. What's the next topic? Let's see what else is going on my, let me go through my feed, because I mean, I'm seeing some stuff on the Facebook. Get off mine. I don't want to be on mine. Let me go to the home page so I can get past my, okay. And oh, happy birthday, Dylan. Today Dylan turns 13. That's my little cousin. Happy birthday, Dylan. And so I'm just going through my, and happy birthday, Shan, Deletria, Shan, Walker, Murphy. Happy birthday, sweetie pie. I'm just going, golly, it's a lot of birthdays. What's today? May. So people were busy. So let's count back from May. Let's see, May. Okay, Kim. Is she gone? Anthony?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. How we count back from May? So May is month 5. Then you go up 4 months. In December, November, October, September. So September, fall. Oh, fall. Okay. So May babies. The end of summer, August and September. Okay, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of birthday people. James. Hold on. Wanda. Oh, Wanda. Happy birthday, Wanda. Oh, our cousin Wanda Palmer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, it was posted by somebody else that I saw, so I was like, okay. Yeah. Something else that I see on Facebook a lot is the hair serums, and I bought some. I can't really, my hair is growing, so I guess it must be working. I'm gonna watch. But one thing I notice about those, they always show this beautiful hair on the hair serum, but it doesn't show like the before. Like my hair was very short. And so, like, if I started using that then when I first cut it off, and decided I was going to grow it back and then showed it, then I would be like, oh, that grew in 2 months or whatever. But it's kind of hard to tell because you don't know if people's hair was that beautiful the whole time, right? So anyway, that's my thing with the hair serums. But there's a lot of hair serums out there. I looked at a lot of them, and they have oils and whatever. So no matter what, that's going to be healthy, I would think, for your hair. So as long as it don't have no crazy stuff in it. But anyway, I did buy some. I forgot the company. My hair is growing, so I guess I should plug the company. I'll have to do that another time. But because it actually is growing. It is. Let's see what else.
Go ahead, keep.
Okay, love you. Talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so my phone people have left me. So I am on here all alone now. That's okay. Other topics that I was going to go on today. Let's see. May. Oh, okay. We are at the beginning of May. I think a lot of companies aren't going to open until May 15th. So you want to keep an eye out for that. And make your own decision, because at the end of the day, I think I shared some weeks back that I had a few relatives who had COVID, one in Dallas area. And she is, I don't believe, released from the hospital yet, but she did get off the ventilator this week. So it's been about 3 or 4 weeks that she was actually on the vent, and it was a scary, scary, scary thing. So this thing is still very serious. And I do understand that they're saying, you know, some people don't show symptoms and you get it and whatever. But when you go out and you don't have your mask on and you're having the social gatherings with other people, you do not know if any of those people have it and who they've been in contact with and all those things. So I would just say be safe, you know, and yeah. But I mean, I, like everybody else, I'm losing it. I want to get out. I want to go out. I want to go outside. So I've been getting in the car and like I went and had my tags put on my car, stuff like that. But yeah, it's crazy. So I'm scrolling. If I'm being quiet, it's because I'm scrolling and oh, one of my friends, Clover Green, posted, "I have lacked nothing during this pandemic. I just want to thank God." And oh my goodness, yeah, gratitude. I mean, likewise. This is I've seen some different people share a video. I have not watched, try to watch the different videos if they seem like they have any kind of validity to them. I try to look at them and you know, because it doesn't hurt you. See, to me, one of the highest forms of ignorance, what allows people to stay in places of racism, prejudice, and other levels of ignorance is by not listening, not even opening your mind to something that might possibly be true. So as long as you stay in your delusion and you stay in that place of, I'm not going to listen to anything to that contradicts what I'm saying, then that is to me the highest form of ignorance. I think that you listen. Now, some stuff, you know, if somebody say, well, you know, the Martians have taken us over and da 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 da, you know, you might, you know, you can pick and choose, like use your inner intuition to know. But I do think that if something is a reasonable concept, I'm going to listen to it. I'll watch the video and then I'll make my own opinion. And sometimes I won't make an opinion. I'll say, hey, I watched it. Has some interesting points, but I won't really make an opinion. I'll reserve my opinion on that because some stuff we don't know, and I definitely don't know everything. But with regard to this pandemic, you know, this is what I was going to say. There's a video saying that this is the biggest transfer of wealth ever in history is happening right now, and I do think to a certain extent the biggest leveling is happening right now. It is happening, and so you though are not at the you are not a victim of this leveling. You have the opportunity, you have the power of choice, and that power can make your life different from here on out. So how that shows up for you in your life is really up to you. And there are some laws that go into place that cannot be violated and are not violated as a result of this. And whenever I talk about those laws, you can go to my YouTube, Kedra Flowers on YouTube. You can also search it through my Gmail, KedraFlowers1111 at Gmail. But if you go out on my YouTube, I talk about some of the spiritual laws and universal law. I don't call them spiritual laws. I call them universal laws, but they're both. And they cannot be they cannot be denied. Whether you believe them or not, they're still there. It's kind of like the law of gravity. Whether you believe gravity exists or not, you jump off a building, your butt's going to hit the ground. I don't care. It's going to happen. You know, the only way that you can defy that is to recognize it, honor it, and build something that works against it. And that's how you fly a plane. Okay, so the plane is not defying the law of gravity. A plane is using that law to propel it forward. Okay, so it's those kinds of things, and so we'll probably go into a little bit more on those. I'll go out and share some of the videos on Facebook. If you watch those videos or even here, go out and like my YouTube out there on YouTube. I'm gonna probably start sharing some more stuff. Some of my YouTube followers are kind of screaming because they're not on Facebook, and they're like, "You put everything on Facebook now, nothing on YouTube." So, and I think I've kind of left YouTube with the IRS stuff because I share that stuff with clients as I need to or whatever. But I'm going to add to that. What else is going on Facebook? My 5,000 friends I talk about, and I kind of go through and look at what we're doing. But yeah, don't let this be a moment that that you get your path chosen by default. Choose your own path. That's the biggest thing that I would say right now, because if you're waiting, this is a lot. Yeah, I know they say it's just been 30 days. It's just been 30 days. It's just been 30 days. Okay, it's been 30 days or a little bit more than 30 days that we've been on lockdown. But 30 days is a very long time, and a lot has happened. A lot of thinking has changed. A lot of behaviors have changed. A lot of stuff that companies would have never done, as far as sending all their employees to work from home, would have never happened before, would have never happened. But now that it was forced to happen, they are realizing how cost efficient it is to continue that. So some of these employers will not be calling people back. They will not. So you need to make sure that you have plan A and B. A, get your production up, get your work up. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. That's the only way. If you can think, if you can come up with a concept in your own head and move it forward, make suggestions, come up with ways to make things more efficient and whatever, that's a way to assure your continued employment. If you cannot do that, a computer will do that for you. Everything that doesn't require thinking, a computer can do for you. Everything from vacuuming to all the robotic skills, to washing dishes, or a machine. I'm not gonna say a computer. A machine can do that for you, but a machine cannot think. It cannot. It relies on the thinking of human beings to program it to behave in a certain way, and that programming is getting more and more complex and more. That's an area that's going to continue to thrive. So maybe that's where you go, but you use your ability to think to come up with ways that you can be self-sustaining and create income, a secure source of income for yourself without being dependent on someone else. So that's that's my little comment on that. For those of you who are just chiming in, I am just out chatting. You can go to the beginning. I kind of got on live when I was on the phone with my sister and brother. I was headed to live, and then my sister called, then my brother called, so I just brought him in right on to the live. But just talking about some of the things that are going on. Let's see, what are some of the other conversations that are going on with my Facebook friends? Oh, you know what? There was something that was posted. Let me see what he posted, because it was earlier and it made me want to comment. And that was one reason that inspired me to do the live. And now I don't remember what. Okay, hold on. Let me get to his Reggie Ship. He posted something. And it made, a great show, a great movie I watched is Centoya Brown's Story. That's on Netflix. That's really interesting. And she actually, I haven't finished it, so I don't know. I think she's getting, well, I don't want to end it. I don't, even if I did finish it, I think I might have. I think I kind of fell asleep though in between. But that's a great show. That's a great documentary to watch. Let's see what else everybody is talking about until I can get to the post that Reggie posted. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just scrolling through. I have about 5,000 friends, and which is the max, they don't let you go over that. And I scroll because I get kind of a view of what's going on everywhere. You get funny, you get, of course you get today's Sunday, so you get the church stuff. You get all these the shares and things like that. And so a lot of people are still talking about stimulus. Our culture, get stimulus checks, spend it on Jordans. Oh, Chris, you wrote that? Oh, that's too funny. Oh my God, Chris. Yeah. I hope we don't, because we don't know how this is going to end. We don't know how this is going to end. So hopefully, but I mean, I guess if you haven't missed anything and you're not struggling during this COVID and whatever, and that's what you choose to spend it on, then that's fine. I don't know. Everybody has it right, but yeah, that's interesting. So anyway, my point is, I go through my friends and I kind of look at the thoughts, and I have my little opinions, and I thought I'll just kind of do that on a live. 34 years of life, or Larandy Price. Gotta say I'm blessed. Yes. Joshua Coleman. Oh, he posted, white folks are buying up Bitcoin. Black folk are giggling and shit. Okay. Oh boy. Bitcoin, that's a great topic. Cryptocurrency, that's another direction that things are moving in. And we saw that, gosh, I had someone come into my office. They're actually what's called a Bitcoin, oh my goodness, I can't think of the word, a miner. And so they basically created, and Bitcoin is a anonymous type of money that you can invest in. It's called cryptocurrency. It's computer currency. Companies take Bitcoin for payment. I believe Starbucks now takes Bitcoin. I believe Apple might take Bitcoin. Don't get me. You can Google who takes Bitcoin, but there are major companies that accept Bitcoin. And the reason they do is Bitcoin has a value. And so each coin is worth, let's see today. Let's go out here and see what Bitcoin is worth today. I'm curious. And so you can invest in it. And just like the stock market or any other investment or any other currency, the value increases and decreases. So you can buy it and then it'll be worth more or less or whatever. And so, like I said, the world, okay, so one Bitcoin today is worth $8,887 today. That's what, in 98 cents. That is what Bitcoin is worth. One Bitcoin is worth almost $9,000 today. So I bought, I need to go look, because I bought some Bitcoin. Wait a minute, let me go. I done forgot where I went and bought the Bitcoin. Now the problem with Bitcoin, here's the thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is anonymous. It's anonymous Bitcoin. So it's anonymous currency. So you have to get this, what's called a currency code, to be able to claim it. It's a key. And that key is how you find and get it's very complex, trust me. And okay, so let me just say this a long time ago. A client came into my company when I was downtown Dallas. So this was in 2015 that he walked in the door. He was a miner. At that point, he had, thousands of Bitcoins that he had been purchasing. And they were like, when he bought them, they were like $2 or something. At that point, they were up to $169 per Bitcoin. And he was telling me, so we're a miner and we're doing this. And so you should go buy as many as you can, because it's going to be worth something. And he was telling me this is in 2015. I ain't heard of a bit or a coin or none of that. And just, even though I do think out of the box as a CPA, I really do in a lot of ways. I think out of the box, I don't limit myself. And so, but it's stuff like that where I can look back and go, oh my God, I think I'm thinking out of the box, but I'm still behind. I'm trying to keep up with technology, but I'm still behind. But anyway, he told me that then. At that time, I don't know, he had, I don't remember. I could probably go back to the file because I did some stuff for him, but, and see exactly how many Bitcoin, but he's wealthy today. Because even at 2000 Bitcoin that he had then, and that personally he owned, not his company, because his company mined, so they moved Bitcoin around for everybody. They did, all that. They were like a quote unquote Bitcoin bank, okay, is what it's kind of like. But that's what he had. So now, if you think about that, Bitcoin is worth $9,000. But if you remember back in 2017, I believe Bitcoin had went up to like 16,000 overnight. It went crazy. And then it dropped back down within a couple of weeks as everybody started buying it. But the people who had it and cashed it out at that point, millionaires immediately overnight. So I'm not telling you I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a CPA. I specialize. I can tell you on the tax law. I can tell you on IRS procedure, IRS regulations, IRS law. That's what I do. I'm not a financial planner. But anyway, this person is saying, hey, we're missing out on Bitcoin. Yeah. So anyway, I did buy some. And when I get off this phone, I'm going to go out. I can't remember what it's called. It's on my phone, though. It's crypto. I don't know. I got to find it because I bought some. So I own some Bitcoin. So part of that 8,000, if I cash that out, I don't know it ain't that many. I might own one or two, but if I own two, that's $16,000. Like, and I bought it and forgot about it because it was kind of complex. I had another client come to me and told me about it, and he was doing something called BitConnect. So I jumped in that, and they were like the network marketing part of Bitcoin. And just like everything else, luckily I didn't put a whole bunch in there because I told him, I said, it's great. And it is going to allow you to buy more and whatever, but it's going to get shut down because the U.S. government is not going to allow for the network marketing arm of that. So even though the Bitcoin is legal, the BitConnect part is going to get blocked. And I told him that. And, sadly, it was after he had already put in, I don't know, $10,000, $15,000. And it did it. I told him that when he first told me about it. And I think I put in maybe $1,000. And then a month later, it had shut down. And I had told him, I said, you'd have to put it in, get it out real quick because the government's going to shut it down. And because it's anonymous, once it shut it down, they can't give you your money back, right? Because that's the whole thing with it. So, yeah. So he took a hit on that. But he's on to bigger, better things. But it is one of those things. But Bitcoin, pay attention to Bitcoin. It's expensive right now. So if you didn't already invest in it, to buy one is $8,000. You can buy 0.0001 though. You can go infinitely down. So you can say, I want to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. You can, and you can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. Now, most of the places that you buy it, I might actually, if I go down, it's Coinbase. That's where I buy it. Coinbase. There it is. Okay. And so on there, a lot of times they'll have a certain amount that you can buy. So like they may say you can only buy $100 worth at a time, but you can buy it. And then as Bitcoin rises, you make money. Now, the issue is you need to go back, get with your financial planner. If you don't have a financial planner, I have a great one. Okay, yes, Mr. Williams, please add me to your Facebook page, Pastor Williams, CR Williams. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to add to your page, and then you can reach out to me on Messenger if you want to talk about it. But most of the time when I do my videos, I make them public. And so you're welcome to share. I try not to say anything that would be offensive to anybody. I try not to, but sometimes just in the nature of telling what I believe to be my truth, it may be offensive. So I warn you about that. But just make sure you listen to the video all the way through. But you're welcome to use it or share it anywhere. Okay, now the Bitcoin price. Now, like I said, is almost $9,000. And that price is constantly fluctuating based on buyers and sellers. But what you want to do if you're going to do that and go and invest, you want to see where it's kind of gone. And you really want to buy when it's at its lowest, not so much when it's at its highest, because, when it's at its highest, as of right now, the tendency is going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. Tendency is going to go down. But that's okay, because since I bought mine, it went down, but then it will go back up eventually. This is not going away. Bitcoin is not going away. That's just my prediction on that. And again, I'm not a financial planner, but I am pretty intuitive. Bitcoin is going to be here. So check that out. So, okay, what else are my people in the 5,000 talking about? Somebody said people need to be strapped while jogging in Georgia. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, a black man. Okay, no arrest after black man was shot dead while. Okay, wait a minute. While jogging. I don't know. You guys have to check that story out. I don't know. I can't comment. I can't comment on it if I don't know. Slavery, Monique Todd posted, slavery taught Black people how to survive, not how to live. 100% agree. 100% agree. It is survival that keeps us in place. It is survival that keeps us employed. You know, we got to be this way or talk this way or do our hair this way or not do our hair that way or dress this way or whatever. And when you're not creating your own money, when you're depending on other people, and that's going to be everybody. We all depend. I'm self-employed, but I do depend on other people for my money. If I offend every client I have, they ain't going to come, right? I don't care how bad the IRS is treating them. If they don't want to use me, they got all kind of other people that they can go to, right? So, but it did teach us. We learned how to survive, and we continue surviving. And there is more to life than that. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty. My whole life for 50 years has been on survival. And what I'm doing right now with the Breakthrough Challenge, let me just say this. I'm gonna share something about this Breakthrough Challenge. I keep trying to share with people about. It's a way, for me, it's a way to freedom. It's a way to creating my own and finding what I want to do and choosing my destination after this is over. Okay. I'm sharing it. Do I know the owner of this personally? No. Have I ever met him personally? No. Have I ever spoken to him personally on the phone? Yes, I have. The only way that happened was because of a marketing course that I took that cost me $10,400. Okay. And he was a coach in there. Okay. So I'm making available by sharing these things. And that's on everything I share, man. When something comes in and changes my life and gives me a leg up, I share it. And it's not because, and what you got to understand, what does that mean? What does that mean that she's sharing that? Is it because she wants to share that she could afford a 10,000? No, it's not that. The reason I'm sharing it is that you understand I'm giving you access to something for free that cost me something. I'm giving access. So this coaching, this Breakthrough Challenge is something that's $95 that you get back if you complete it. And it only benefits you. It doesn't benefit him. It doesn't benefit me. It is something that if you, and I don't, for the people who this is going to speak to, because it's for somebody. If it's for you, you don't even need to hear this. If it's not for you, and my conversation right now is convincing you that you need to do a breakthrough, don't do it, because it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. You have to want something better for you. So if you're somewhere, and let me tell you where I've always been. As I've built and I've had businesses to succeed and I've had businesses to fail. Trust me. So I've had them all. And what happens is there is a point that I get to where I recognize I don't know how to move forward from here. I don't know what to do next. I don't know. I was at a point before. There's a financial planner, Dominique Henderson. You can look him up. He's a friend on my page as well. He's all over Instagram. He does videos and stuff now. Back then he didn't. Back then it was me and him talking in my conference room at the office. But he's a financial planner. Why did I bring up Dominique? Goodness. Oh, because Dominique and I were talking, and we were talking about financial planning and whatever. And this was when I was at in an office over in Southeast Dallas, a small office. I don't know how small it was, but it was small compared to like where my offices are now and before now. But it was the small. It was right when I went back into practicing, like in 2006ish or something like that. But anyway. We were talking, and we were talking about how to create income, how to create money. How do you do that? Because as a self-employed person, whether it's a CPA, financial planner, lawn landscaper, barber, beautician, in order to create money, that comes from a mindset. And every level requires another and a new mindset. And the level that you're at now is a reflection of the mindset that you have now, period. So if I am making 5 figures a month, so 5 figures is anywhere from, let's see, 5. Let me count 5. I think I meant 4, but we can say 5. I wanted to start with 4. So from $1,000 a month to $999 a month, 4 figures a month. That's one mindset. This is for self-employed people I'm talking to. I'm not talking because, well, no, this is for all people, because even if you work for someone, even if you because everybody with a degree are not all at the same level. Okay. And so if you want to get to that next level, you have to change your mindset. So from 1,000 to 9,999, 9,999 is one mindset. Then from 10,000, which is 5 figures, 10,000 per month. We're talking about per month. We're not talking about per year. We're talking about per month. From 10,000 to 99. Well, I found this to be not true. 10,000. This is what I learned with a recent coach that I have. And you got to have coaching. If you don't have a life coach and you're trying to get to another level, you're fighting an uphill battle. I can't say that it can never happen, because it can. All things are possible. With God, all things are possible. So I will never say what can't happen, but I will tell you it's a lot easier with a coach. Okay. But from 10, now I say 10 to 99,999, that's 5 figures a month. Now, if I want to be at that 10 level, that's one mindset. If I want to get to 50,000 a month, that takes a whole different mindset. Just in there, that's still within 5 figures. If I want to go from 50,000 to 99,999, that's a whole different. And then to bust over the 6-figure a month level is a whole different mindset. Okay. And so it is mindset. So with that being said, the coach that put together the Breakthrough Challenge coaches people to the 6-figure a month mindset. Okay. So that's why, to get access to him, and this wasn't even his program. He is just a featured speaker in the program. That's the $10,000 a month program. Okay. But to get to him, it takes something. And so I just want you to know that when I'm throwing stuff out there, it is not, I'm not that one. Okay, this is going to another. So what I'm going to do with this video is I'll go through and I'll put a little table of contents so you can skip to the area that because I'm going everywhere in this, and this is probably how my lives will be going forward. And so you might want to wait until I'm finished with everything, and then you can go look at the parts that you're interested in so that you don't end up on the other pieces. But as far as, I just lost that. That just took my thing. But in order to get to that level, it does require a different mindset. It requires a different mindset. When I'm posting that stuff, I'm attempting to give you access to information that you might not ever have gotten another way, because if someone told you, hey, I can coach you to 6 figures a month, but it's going to cost you 5 figures, you might have hung up the phone, right? You might have hung up the phone because you don't understand the value in that. Like you can't see the value in coaching. There is value in coaching. I have a bunch of things. I think I've shared this on YouTube, but at the end of the day, we all could use a little coaching. This is something I have up in my thing. And when you're playing the game, it's hard to see it all. And it's true. You need that coach who can see it. And you need a coach who has been there. Okay, that is there, because they've been there. So they've been the journey that you're walking. So they can tell you this, I couldn't cross over this. And this Breakthrough Challenge for me has just provided that. I'm not prepared to share what it is, but for really my entire life, but I've only been in business. I started business initially at, I could say 12, because I started cleaning houses at 12 for $5. So I could say that, but not really. But real business where I actually made money from strangers. That's where I was fixing to go. Real business. When you make money from strangers. Okay. That's different. Okay. So what that's another thing I see a lot on Facebook. I see a lot of people right now starting businesses. And they're saying, hey, can you share this on your page, whatever. Can you, and that's great. Because if you want to make money, if you want to have a successful business, if you want to grow your line or whatever you're doing, you've got to tap into strangers. That's what you have to do. Does that mean everybody's going to say yes? No. I don't know you. I might not want to share that. I might not believe in that style of business. It could be all kind of reasons, but you have to be willing to open that door, and you have to be willing to get the no's and let the no's fly by. Oh my God, that's a whole nother show. I could share with you so much about the no's that I've gotten in my life. No, you can't do that. No, it ain't gonna work. No, that ain't gonna work. No, people ain't gonna want that. No, if you dress this way, people ain't gonna like that. If you do this, if you go natural, I heard no's. I've heard it. You have to be willing to take the no's if you want to do anything in business. But the other thing, and this is a big misconception, and I see it all the time. People are posting on their page that they're upset because friends don't support you. When you're trying to do something, your friends ain't going to support you. The people that you thought and trusted, you thought they was going to support you. Start a business. You'll see. They ain't going to support you. First of all, if your business revenue is reliant on your friends, you are an employee. Now, have I done business for many, 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 many years? And I always charge that person or whoever much less than I would charge anybody else, because I wanted to make sure my business 3-4 times on the other side of what I was getting from that person. Because guess what? Friendships end, things happen. And you don't want to be tied to that one person or whatever. But another, even bigger than that, especially if you're in retail and selling something or whatever, you got to market. You got to get yourself out in front of other people that do not know you. So you have to build reliability. You have to build trust. You have to market yourself. You have to brand yourself. You have to do some key things. So if you don't know what these things are, then you're operating a business much like, either it's going to be one of two ways that we know as far as business. One is the church, where you're just asking for donations. Can you support me by buying a mask, or can you support me by buying whatever it is that you're selling? That's a church way of doing it. Buying a fish. Let me sell you a fish basket for this. There's nothing wrong with that, but understand you will be keeping a job with that. It's not going to be freedom. It's not going to get you to freedom. Okay. We are in an age of social media, so we can capitalize on our friends to support us by sharing. That's how they support us. They support us by liking, by sharing, by that. Not because if I have to go in all 5,000 friends, I have to buy something from them to support their business. Which, if there's something I need, I will. If I need it, I will. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not going to look past my friends. If I need it and my friend's selling it. I just recently bought some masks from a friend of mine, some N95 masks, a Facebook friend that I didn't know. I posted on Facebook, hey, who got masks? A lot of people responded. Only one person, and I wish I knew the date. You can scroll down on my page and see what date it was. But only one person replied to that post with a website, where when I clicked that website, it was a purchase page to put your credit card and information in there. Sold. You got an email confirming that it's sold and it's on the way and it came. That's business. That's business. So we got to take it to another level, people. We got to take it to another level. You have to plan your business to be able to do business with people you do not know. So it's not buy this from me and I'll deliver it to your house. I don't want you to deliver it to my house. If I don't know you, so you're limiting it to people you know. So I'm just trying to say, I can share and yes, I can coach. I can coach you to where I've been. I can coach you to 5 figures a month comfortably. I could coach you there, but I'm trying to get to 6 figures a month. There's a different mindset, which but to get to 5 figures is a different mindset too. But the mindset of marketing your business to the public and making it available and accessible. I posted on my page. This was nothing to do with not going to the Chinese nail shop at that time. It was not. It really was not. I didn't even know this little video was going around saying about not going. I didn't know that. I just saw that this morning. But I asked about an African American nail salon or whatever because I had never even considered choosing a nail salon. I just went to the closest one. That's where I went. It was just the closest one. Now, does that mean I wouldn't go to the closest one tomorrow? Right now I'm good with where I am. So I probably won't be doing necessarily nail, but I will be doing toes. And I would like to find one. And I don't think I got one. I'm sorry. I did get one. I need to go back and revisit that. I think I got one in Arlington that I need to go. But when I clicked it, I think it was just like a pay. And anyway, it wasn't. Yeah, whatever it was, it wasn't like what I got on the mask where the man sent the website and it was very clear what this is and whatever. So I might be wrong on that. So if I am, I apologize. But anyway, that is so the 5-figure mindset is being able to make your business available to those that you do not know. So you have to then manage and build your business in such a way that those who you do not know will want what it is you have to sell. Okay? It's not about friendship. It's not about friendship. It's not, and I get if you have a private lounge or a private whatever and you just want your little circle, that's great. And if that's good for your money, that's a wonderful thing. But if you want to have a business that is going to give you freedom, I'm talking about freedom, where you can be traveling and doing your other things and whatever, and it's just going, that can't be tied to you. Okay, that can't be tied to you, my friend. Can you come, support me and whatever? That's not what that is. That's church. And you see how people do church, not to say, I'm not, but you see how we do church, that's how your business is going to be treated. It's like, okay, I'm doing her a favor when I go. And if I put a little bit in the basket, I'm doing him a favor, or whatever. And then with that comes a little bit of expectation. Because then if I start something, I'm going to be calling you because guess what? I supported your business. So now I'm calling you wanting it back. So the money I done gave you, I'm trying to get all that back. Like we do church. I don't put in my tithe. So right now I'm struggling. Let me call church and see if they can help me with this rent payment or whatever. And I hope people don't think like that. I'm using examples, but anyway, the point is, build your business so that it is. To me, that's a big secret of 5 figures. Now, getting there, me saying it and you getting there is not that easy. It does take some coaching. I was not, as part of this, the plan of this was not trying to go into my whole ability to coach and me coaching. You will see stuff more to come on that later. Right now it is an overwhelming thing just dealing with all the IRS stuff that's going to come out of this whole COVID-19. So, but I will eventually publish my pricing and all of that with regard to coaching, because if you're trying to get to from a 4-figure month to a 5-figure month and you're at that place, I can get you there. Getting from that 5-figure month to the 6-figure month, I'm there. Okay, I'm pushing that right now. So I would not coach you on that yet because I'm pushing that, right? And so that's why I'm hiring coaches. So, you can skip me and go through the Breakthrough Challenge and tap into that coach that's offering that and get there. Totally. So, but yes, coaching is a good thing. So talked about that. Let's see what else. Let me go back. This is, again, until I just totally get tired, which I am starting to get tired. I'm just kind of scrolling through and talking about what I'm seeing on Facebook, the state of Facebook and my friends and what's going on. Somebody said if 2020 was a car and didn't have a car all taped up, 2020 has been something. It has been. Again, my biggest thing that I would say that the message is for me: stay safe. But in the time that we are staying home, whether you're working from home or whether you're unemployed from home, whatever the status is, make sure that you are investing in yourself. That's something that will always pay off. And not randomly, but be selective. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want in your life? What is it? If money was not an issue, if time was not an issue, if location was not an issue, what is it that you would want? And if you can name something, but you don't have that something right now, like you can name, whatever. If money wasn't an issue, time wasn't an issue, location wasn't an issue, age wasn't an issue, this is what I'd want. And you don't have it, go to my page, go down in this link, click on the breakthrough challenge and go through it. And again, you get, and I shared before, there's no benefit to me whether you do it or not. I don't know if you do it or not. Nobody else knows if you do it or not except the coach. Your breakthrough is yours. I don't know what it is, none of that. I just am giving you access to something that I've had access to. And I know I'm only on day 16. Tomorrow is my day 17. And I've just looked at the group that they have out there, and I know based on that something big is going to happen tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to post tomorrow. So I'm posting today because I just want to record where I am today. Like I want this to be an everlasting history, because I believe this might be the last day that I see the place that I am today, which is so exciting. Like so exciting. Somebody said, Clover Green said, I see why old folks sit outside watching cars pass by. The shit I hate. Yeah. Just relaxing, just relaxing. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. 6 Underground on Netflix. Very good. A lot of action. Felicia Gent Shaw shared that. Oh, okay. We're going to have to check that out. Felicia Gent Shaw actually owns FRS Platinum Events. If you saw on my page back in January, there was a fancy event that was done for my mom's 70th, and she did all of the decorations and coordinated the cake and all that. She's awesome. So check her out if you're planning on a COVID-19 escape event or something like that. By the way, I did post on my page who of my Facebook friends want to have a trip or get together, and I've gotten quite a few replies to that. And so I do want to do something. So, and I would like it to be a trip where we go somewhere, but I have friends from everywhere. So wherever it is, whoever can get there or be there is fine. I think we did decide we were going to keep it in U.S. territories, so we didn't have to worry about passports. But, we got Hawaii on the list. We got Florida on the list. We got just, a location, a club, whatever. So I don't know. We'll see where we come to at the end of this. I don't think I've seen anybody put Vegas, but that'd be a neat one. And that's always a real cheap place to go. But, and everybody can go and you can stay at your own, comfort level or whatever. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, Shannon Looper, I'm going to read this. He said, we need a video game called Pandemic. Make the rules match real life. Then everyone can work out the impact of their choices without killing a bunch of people. Make some of the variables adjustable, like the amount of personal protection equipment, PPE, available to the healthcare system in your country or worldwide, healthcare capacity and readiness, how early action is taken to stop the spread, how well the population complies, how soon and how much we try to go back to normal, etc. Have the profiles for known infectious agents coded in and a way to create other profiles. That is phenomenal. That's a great idea. So if you're a gamester or somebody who does that, that's a great idea for a game. And it would do real well right now because we all think we know what needs to be done. And you could actually see the outcome of them opening up and people just running out and doing what they want to do. That would be a pretty neat scenario. Let's see. NCIS New Orleans and house chores on this Sunday. What are y'all doing? Yeah, that was Nathaniel Sneed. He's watching TV and doing some chores. Okay, let's see. What else do we see going? You see my brother with his little pick in his head. Whoo! Family. But I love my bubs. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, Reginald, quit playing. Reginald Thomas talking about I lost 2 Facebook friends today crying. My post won't be the same without you. I'm thinking he is talking about to COVID. He talking about he just lost Facebook friends. Okay. I'm telling you, I get all kind of stuff and it's real interesting. My sister, Kimberly Anderson, needs someone who knows how to work on wood siding for a house. So if you know somebody who does wood siding, connect her or send me a thing and I'll make sure and connect her. What else is happening? I think Leah Monday's roasting marshmallows in the backyard. Oh, that's nice. People are doing so much, and I just look through and I just see, and it's like all over the place. Irene Crockett said, "I'm from these are so I have all kind of friends, not that Irene Crockett is all kind of friends, but I'm just saying I do have all kind of friends. So I'm being fair. I'm sharing whatever. She said, I'm from Dallas, where drug dealers sell weed to their girlfriends. That's awful. That's awful. Really, really. Okay. It's my Deltaversary. Happy Deltaversary, K-Ration. Okay, got somebody looking for black market Lysol spray. It's Lysol. Oh, I just went ahead and got the Lysol wipe thing. So I ain't even been looking. I mean, the spray, I know it, yeah, I don't even know. Are they still making the spray? That's curious. Oh, and all the new babies that are coming out. Just precious, precious, precious. Yeah, I saw 80 to 90% of people they put on ventilators actually died. And that is true. That is the rate. I shared that, I have a relative who recently came off. So it's just a blessing. And she was on like 3 or 4 weeks and she came off. She's still hospitalized at this point. So keep praying. But we are grateful. And my brother's been on them twice and come off. I mean, for long term, not short term. So it's a blessing when that happens. Let's see. Okay, I think I've been on here long enough scrolling, talking about my friends, commenting on stuff. I just want to make sure. Okay, let me go to the one thing, because there was one thing that made me think to even do this today, and I believe it was something that my friend posted. Let me see what he posted and see if I need to tap on it, because I don't want to have to come back, because I don't know what it was. I don't see it. So maybe I have the wrong friend I thought posted it. So anyway, whatever it was, it must not have been meant for me to comment on it, but I really had a strong opinion on it, and I thought, oh, that's a post, and whatever it was, it's gone. So anyway, everything I shared today must be what I was supposed to share. You guys have a blessed day, and tomorrow is my day 17, so I'm not sure whether I will be sharing tomorrow or after that, but I again will post the breakthrough challenge down below. So if you're interested in that, I'm on day 16 right now. It's phenomenal. And everybody's journey is different. All right, have a good one.